Let's start in a comfortable sitting position. You can use blocks if you want to. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. You can use a towel or a blanket as well if you want to, and have your water close to you. So in a comfortable sitting position, with our sit bones right on the mat and our spine nice and long, let's sit down. You can cross your legs or you can extend them, whatever feels right for you, it's okay. You can leave your hands forward or on your lap or sideways, whatever feels comfortable. So yesterday was a full moon, and so it was the end of a cycle, and today's the start of a cycle. So maybe it's a good time to acknowledge that there's always changes, and it's good to accept them, and it's good to let go. So maybe you wanna today focus in that, in let go and in accept. And let's start breathing in and out as you normally do without trying to change anything. So as I said, I put a waiting room by mistake, so sorry. I stand up. So just breathe in and out as you normally do, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, your cheeks, your jaw, breathing in and out. You can close your eyes if you want to, if you feel comfortable. And let's try to mute any distractions and focus in your breathing. Now let's bring this breathing a little bit deeper. Inhale, expanding your belly, then your rib cage, then your chest, and exhale, contracting your chest, then your rib cage, and your belly at the end. Inhale, expanding from the bottom to the top, and exhale, contracting from the top to the bottom. And let's do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale. So you can open your eyes if you want to. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Inhaling and exhale, bringing them down and back. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Now bring your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, bringing your chin up and towards your right shoulder. Inhaling, exhale, bring it back down. And inhale, bring it in now to your left side. Going at your own pace, softening your neck, gently movements. Exhale down and inhale up. Now let's do it one more time. Exhale down, bring your chin back to center. We're gonna bring our hands to our heart. And we're gonna inhale, lifting our hands up towards the sky, and exhale, bringing them back to your heart. And inhale up. Exhale down. Again, going at your own pace. Inhale up. Let's bring our hands up one more time. And this time you're gonna exhale, bringing your right arm down towards your mat. Inhale, lengthening your spine, feeling that space in between your vertebrae. And exhale, bringing your spine up and towards your right side. You can bend your elbow, go as deep as you feel comfortable, keeping both sit bones on the mat. And try to keep both shoulders back and down. Sometimes our body tends to rotate forward, so try to keep it down and back and away from you. You can extend your fingers, keeping your elbows gently bent. And let's inhale, coming back up. And exhale, now bringing your head towards your left side. Placing your hand on your head. You don't need to pull. You can extend your hand and bring your fingers down towards the mat. If you want a little bit deeper, you can bring your chin down towards your chest. And inhale, bring your head back to center. Lift your arm. And exhale, bringing it down. So now we're going to bring both arms up towards the sky one more time. Exhale, bringing your left arm down towards your mat. Inhale, lengthening your spine, feeling that space in between your vertebrae. And exhale, bringing your spine up and towards your left now. Feeling that space, keeping both sit bones down on the mat. And let's exhale, bringing your hand on your head, now your ear towards your right side. If you want, you can extend your fingers. If you want, you can bring your chin down towards your heart. Inhale, going back to center, lifting your hand. Exhale, bringing it down towards the mat. So now we're going to do some spinal circles around the sacrum. You're going to bring your heart towards your right knee, inhaling, then towards your left, and exhale, scooping your belly button in and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale forward, exhale back. And let's change sides. So now inhale forward, starting from your left, then your right, and scoop your belly button in and back. You can go as fast or as slow as you feel comfortable, and as big or as small as you feel is the right way for you today. Now let's do it one more time. Inhale forward, and exhale back. And let's go back to neutral. Now we are going to extend our legs forward, keeping sit bones right on the mat. Your knees soft all the time, so maybe you want to keep them a little bent. That's okay. Your toes are facing the sky, and we're gonna inhale up, and you can exhale, bringing your hands forward, extending your spine nice and long, hinging from your hip. If you prefer, you can keep your hands on your hips, or you can walk your hands forward. Whatever feels fine for you, hinging from your hips. So pelvis towards your thighs, heart towards your knees, forehead towards your shins. If you want, you can hold your feet. You can clasp your big toes, whatever feels comfortable and good for you. And let's stay there for a couple of breathings, keeping your shoulders away from your ears and keeping that spine nice and long. Let's inhale one more time, exhale last time, and inhale, lifting your spine nice and long all the way up. So now let's bend our right leg, keeping it on your inner thigh, away from your knee. You're gonna inhale, and you're gonna exhale now, hinging towards your leg that is extended. Again, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, nice and long. And let's inhale, lifting ourselves up slowly and long. Now your knee that is bent, you're gonna place it on the floor, keep it bent, and you have a couple of options here. You can hold your knee around, bring your hand back, inhale, lifting your spine and twisting your spine from your belly button to your rib cage, chest and shoulder. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can cross that leg over your leg and twist your spine. Breathing in and out, keeping both feet on the mat. And exhale, going back to center. Now the leg that is bent, you're gonna bring it down, and now you're gonna bring your other leg together. Bringing your knees down. You can clasp your big toes if you want to. Opening your soles, keeping your shoulders slightly back and down. Breathing in and out. Now let's release, and we're going to change side. So you placed your right leg in your inner thigh. Now place your left leg on your inner thigh. Nice and long. You're gonna exhale, hinging from your pelvis towards your thigh. Long spine. Every time you inhale, you can go just a little bit longer on your spine, and every time you exhale, you can go a little bit deeper on your back. Always keeping your knees soft. Inhale slowly, lifting yourself up with that long spine. Now bring your leg down, keeping your knee bent. Option one, from here you're gonna round, grabbing your knee and twisting from your belly button to your rib cage, shoulders, and maybe gazing over your shoulder. If you want to go a little bit deeper, just cross your leg over and inhale, twisting your spine. Lubricating all those joints that we have on our spine. unfolding, and we're going to go into a tabletop. So for tabletop, keep your wrist on top of your elbow, on top of your shoulder, and your knee on top of your hip. We're gonna inhale into a cat pose, lifting our heart forward, slightly pushing the mat away with your hands, bringing your tailbone up towards the sky, dropping your ribs down towards the mat. And exhale, rolling down, bringing your chin down towards your chest, tucking your tailbone in between your legs, bringing your shoulders up towards the sky, and your belly button in. And inhale back to cat. And exhale back to cat. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And let's go back into a neutral pose, keeping our spine nice and long, but neutral. And we're gonna do a bird dog. So option one, you're gonna extend your hand forward, and you're gonna bring the opposite leg back. You can place your toes on the mat, or you can bring your leg away from your mat. Just try not to arch your back. Your back is nice and long, and your shoulders is in the socket, so try not to pull it away. And let's exhale, squeezing your elbow with your knee in. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, squeezing it. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, bringing your hand and your knee down. Let's open our knees to the side and sinking our tailbone down towards our heels. Let's go into a child pose. You can bring your forehead down towards the mat, or if you have your book or your pillow or your block, you can also place your forehead there, whatever feels comfortable for you. Extending those arms forward towards the top of the mat, extending your fingers, bringing all your attention inwards. Breathing in and out. And inhale, walking yourself back into a tabletop. And we're gonna change sides now. So inhale, lifting now your left arm forward and your right leg back. You can place your toes on the mat if you want to, or you can lift. I'm doing the same side. And let's exhale and squeeze. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, squeeze. And one more time. Inhale, lengthening. And bring your hand and your knee down on the mat. And let's sink one more time into a child's pose. Opening your knees to the side, sinking your tailbone down towards the mat. Sinking your head down towards the mat. Extending your hands and your arms forward. Inhale, slowly lifting yourself back up into a tabletop. This time we're gonna curl our toes. And when you exhale, you're gonna lift your hips up towards the sky into a down dog, keeping your knees soft. You can paddle here if you want to. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your shoulder blades flat and your spine nice and long. Now let's walk our feet forward towards the front of your mat into a forward fold. So keep your feet, your ankles aligned with your knees with your hips. Your legs are hips wide apart. And let's inhale halfway up. Exhale, softening your knees. And inhale, bringing yourself all the way up into a mountain pose. So let's take just a few seconds here to adjust our posture with your pelvic floor up towards your belly button, your tailbone naturally down towards your heels, ankles and knees aligned, knees and hips aligned, shoulders and hips, and ears and shoulders. And here we're gonna inhale, shifting your weight to your right leg and lifting your left leg away from the mat, bringing it towards your chest. Your spine is nice and long, your foot is flexed, shoulders are away from your ears, and the crown of your head is up towards the sky. If you can't keep your balance, it's okay. Don't judge yourself. Be gentle with yourself. It's all good. And let's release and exhale, bringing that leg back. Keeping your foot 45 degrees into a warrior pose. Your front foot is facing the front of the mat. Both legs are aligned with your hips. And you can inhale, lifting your hands, and exhale, sinking yourself down into a warrior one. You can keep your hands on your hips if you want to. Protect your knees, so try to keep your knees aligned with your second toes. So your thighs are slightly rotating outwards. Let's inhale and exhale. Front. Let's inhale, extending your front knee without locking it back. It's always soft. And exhale, bringing yourself forward into a pyramid. Again, you can bring your hands on your hips if you prefer to, or you can keep your hands forward. In this pose, sometimes it's useful to have your blocks so you can keep your balance, your blocks or your books. So you can keep your hands on your hips, or you can bring your hands down. And slowly lengthening your spine. Let's inhale, bringing ourselves all the way up. And exhale, bringing your leg together into a mountain pose. You can move yourself around if you want to. You can move your hips, whatever feels fine. Maybe shake yourself a little bit. And we're gonna change side. So now bring your weight to your left leg Lifting your right, keeping your whole foot in the ground, your spine nice and long, and your head up towards the sky. And let's release and bring that leg all the way back into warrior one, now the opposite side. So your knee is always aligned with your ankle. Inhale up, exhale, bending your knee, drawing your thighs out so you protect your knees. Your hip bones are facing the top of the mat. Same thing with your shoulders. You can also bring your hands on your hips if that's better for you. And inhale, lifting your knee without locking it back. Exhale, hinging from your hips, pelvis towards your thighs, heart towards your knee, forehead towards your shin. Try always to keep your shoulders back and away from your ears so you don't round your back. And let's inhale and slowly at your own pace, bring yourself up and bring your back leg forward into mountain. Again, if you need to shake, to move around, do whatever feels right for you. We're gonna inhale up one more time and exhale, folding forward into a forward fold. Always keeping your ankles aligned with your knees and with your hips and your spine, nice and long. So here we're gonna place our palms on the mat and we're gonna bring our legs back right into a down dog. So remember to keep your knees softly bent, gently pushing the mat away with your hands, lifting your hips up towards the sky, keeping your belly button in towards your spine, and paddle there if you want. You can adjust yourself. And now you're gonna exhale. And when you inhale, you're gonna bring your weight forward gently and bring slowly your knees down towards the mat. And walk your hands back. And we're gonna sit one more time. Let's bring our hands back, slightly back, pointing our fingers back. Bend your knees, and we're gonna do some windshield wipers here, side and side. And let's keep our knees bent with our feet on the floor. We're gonna do boat pose now. So you're gonna exhale, and you're gonna bring yourself back 45 degrees, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Option one, you can hold your hamstrings Option 2, you can bring your hands forward. Option 3, you can lift your feet a little inches away from the mat. Or option 4, you can extend your legs forward. Whatever your option is good, that's good. Let's just breathe there, just a few breathing. And you can also change maybe a little bit on with your hamstrings, maybe a little bit forward. And inhale. And in your next exhale, bring yourself up with your heart towards your knees. And we're going to bring ourselves all the way down towards the mat. Option 1, you can walk your hands slowly down. Option 2, you can keep your arms forward, and from both, you can go down. Just be careful and bring always your spine vertebra by vertebra to the mat, keeping your chin down towards your heart, and bring it down at the end. So let's extend our legs just to find our neutral pose with this little gap in between your lower back and the mat. And let's exhale, bringing both knees up towards our chest and squeezing your knees towards your heart. And inhale, bringing our legs down, keeping our knees bent. We're going to cross one leg on top of the other. So maybe your right on top of your left. Keeping your knee open to the side, keeping your foot flexed. If this is enough stretch for you, you can stay here. Or you can exhale and bring both legs up towards your heart. Maybe you want to hold your hamstring, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can hold your shin. Feeling that nice stretch in your glutes. Inhale, let's release. Exhale, bringing your leg down and changing side. So now cross your leg over, bringing your knee, pushing your knee down. And exhale if you want, bringing both knees up towards your chest. Maybe holding your hamstring or maybe your shin. And inhale, release. Let's bring again both legs up towards our heart. And maybe you want to go side and side or do some circles around the sacrum to one side or to the other. Maybe you want to squeeze your knees towards your heart, whatever feels good for you today. We're going to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. So for Shavasana, extend your legs, placing your palms up towards the sky, keeping your shoulder blades flat on the mat and your spine neutral. If you have a blanket, you can cover yourself. Well, it's getting warm. But anyways, if you want to, that's fine. Or maybe you want to place it under your knees or under your shoulders, whatever feels fine. And we're going to start breathing in and out. Relaxing all your muscles and your joints. From your toes to your fingers to the top of your head. Softening that space in between your eyes and your cheeks, your jaw. Feeling yourself sinking in your mouth. And slowly start moving your toes, moving your hands. Circles with your wrists and your ankles. Maybe moving your shoulders, your elbows, your knees. And bring your right arm up to the top of your mat. And rotate yourself towards your right side. Stay there, relaxing. And whenever you're ready, bring yourself up into a comfortable sitting. Maybe you want to place your hands on your heart. And thank yourself for taking this time to nurture your body, your mind, your soul. I feel grateful for letting me guide you during this practice. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. Namaste.